but this is kind of like what we would consider like our theme for the year. There's some character elements involved, okay? But it's really like how we want to approach our season, okay? Chop wood, carry water. So what does this mean? So the book that I read, it's called Chop Wood, Carry Water, okay? And there's like a, this Zen saying, it says, and I don't know. It says, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Zen saying. I'm sure it's deeper than what I can imagine or how I'm doing it, but like my real world says this. What does this mean to me? What does this mean to us as a football program? For me, it means before we can get what we are working for, before you can have success, like true success, you have to do like mundane, everyday tasks well. Before we can rush for 2,000 yards this year, we have to do individual footwork drills up front and hit the sled as an offensive line. It's not just going to happen because we want it to, right? Before we can get the things that we want to be ours from a success standpoint, we have to do the things, the hard work. But here's the thing with hard work, it doesn't stop. Hard work doesn't stop. As soon as we get what we want, like Max, really good wrestler. Did you quit wrestling this summer?
No.
Still wrestled this summer. It's weird, right? You guys that play basketball, good basketball players. Do you stop playing basketball once you get good? No, you keep practicing, you keep honing your skills, right? In all the sports that you're good at, okay? You have to do the hard work in order to be successful, to maintain success. Wait till you guys get married. I know you've heard it before. Man, it's hard work. I'm telling you, it's hard work. It is super difficult to do. Is it worth it? For sure. Okay? Just because you get married doesn't mean things are like happily ever after. Like, you have to work hard through things. Some of you know that. I'm from a split family. Okay? I understand. Okay? But if you work hard at the things that you want, even after you have them, you will continue to have success. Okay? So there's this saying, and this is part of what we want you to get. There's this old story, okay? And I can almost recite the story verbatim here, and I won't need to read it off the screen. There's a builder, okay? He's really successful. He's one of the most successful builders in the entire United States, okay? He's ready for retirement. He's like, goes into work, he says, I am ready to retire. Like, here's my 2 weeks notice. He's a good old fashioned dude. Here's my 2 weeks, okay? And his boss says, Bill or whatever his name is, I need you to do one more project. I got a really important client, loves your work. You do amazing work. You're our best guy. Can you do this for us? Reluctantly, he's like, yeah. He's ready for retirement, right? Dude wants to fish or whatever he likes. He's like, yep, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. So he goes through the process of building a house. And instead of doing his normal thing, he's like, I'm ready for retirement. I want this to be quick. He subs everything out. He doesn't pay as close attention to all the details that he used to. Okay? 4 months go by. House is built. Comes back to his boss. He's like, I'm done. Project's finished. Can I retire now? And his boss is like, yep, thanks, Bill. Just one more thing. And he grabs into his pocket and he hands the keys up to the house that man just built and gives them to him and said, this is your retirement gift. So Bill, who spent his entire life building the most amazing houses for other people, rushed through this project to get done because he wanted to retire and be done, and it was his house that he was building. The point of the story is, guys, is you are always building your house. Every day you wake up, you are building your house. How? By how I interact with others, by the things that I say. Have we all said things that we regret? For sure. Right? Do it all the time. Okay? You're always building your house. You're always building what other people think about you. Your body language tells me a story in the morning. Your smile tells me your story in the morning. Where you're at, where your head's at with how things are going to go today. Right? How often often do I tell you guys, smile? Man, come on. Life ain't that bad. It's actually pretty awesome if you just open your eyes up and enjoy it. Take it for what it is. It's amazing, okay? But you're building your house every day. You're building your story. So if you go to practice and you're lazy and you're not doing what you feel like you should be doing, that's telling part of your building. You're building that part of your building in your home that day. That's your story, right? It tells me where you're at. Okay? You're always building your own story every single day, every interaction you have with somebody. Okay? Every thing that you do, your work ethic, it tells me that. You guys can't take days off. You regret things then. We all have things that we regret. I have them. Okay? I can tell you this, like I don't regret the day. It's up at 5 o'clock. It was like Christmas last night. Couldn't sleep. Just wanted to get up and open up presents because football was that for me today. Right? Okay? So go into those days, even when you don't want to, even when you think things are hard. Remember, you're building your own building all the time. Okay? Here's another little one. Okay? How much is an inch worth? And this is from the book too. This is a little story from the book. It says, greatness isn't for the chosen few, greatness is for the few that choose. Guys, greatness, you just don't get greatness. You have to choose it. You have to choose it in everything you do. You have to choose it in every aspect of your life. You can't just be a great football player. You gotta be a great person too. Otherwise, you're not great. Just like a good football player, right? Crappy individual, great football player. Man, can you play ball though? But who cares, right? Not great then, okay? So, we're often too concerned with our day-to-day lives. We need to pause and see the big picture, like our big picture for what we're trying to accomplish here. We're trying to make you better people, right? We're trying to get you to be an unbelievable human being, which you guys as parents and guardians have all started. We just want to be an extension of that, okay? And we can go all sorts of places if we're willing to travel inch by inch to get to miles, okay? So how does this work for us? Inches equal feet, feet equal yards, yards equal miles, right? Where are my math people at? It's true, right? Okay? Guys, every inch matters. Every inch at some point matters. And these are my words here. What do we put into our bodies? How do we treat people in school? How we practice? How we decide we're going to study for school? Okay? How we treat each other as teammates, coaches, friends, how much sleep we get. It's something to think about, guys, next time that you want to skip a lift. You missed out on some inches there. Now you're a little bit behind, aren't you? Okay? Next time you just want to go to McDonald's and eat. Right? Are you really fueling your body the way it needs to be fueled? Okay? Skip school, be late, tease someone. Guys, these things all matter. They all matter in the worst way. Okay? They can all matter in the best way too. Okay? Every step, everything you do, it equals more and more and more and more, and it builds on each other. The things that you skip hurt us. Okay? Immense power and potential is harnessed through focusing on doing simple and small things with incredible consistency and discipline. Chop wood, carry water. It's mundane, isn't it? But if we do it every single day, we can get incredible things. You have to focus on the process, guys, of what we're telling you to do. You have to trust with the process. If we do what's easy, our life will be hard. If we do what's hard, our life will be easy. Think about that for a second, right? Okay? The other one's pound the stone. You know, we've talked about that a little bit. Okay? So, I forgot it this morning. My vehicle's in the shop. Somebody backed into it at Costco and took off or whatever, so which is kind of crappy, but you know, you can't control it. It's what it is. So I'm getting it fixed on that one. So I was in a rush. Had to wake my wife up to bring me to work at 6 this morning. So it's her day off. She wasn't real pleased, but we're good. I bought a great big maul. You know what that is? Okay? And it's probably about this tall. It's got I think it's an 8-pound sledge on it. Okay? And so the person that coaches watch over the course of the week that we feel like have pounded the stone the best and the most consistent get to carry that out to the field on Friday night as we run out on the field. Okay? Here's the deal with pound the stone. Stone cutters, stone masons. When nothing seems to help, I go and look at the stone cutter hammering away at his rock, perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack showing in it. Okay? Yet at the 101st blow, it will split into two. And I know it was not that 101st blow that did it, but every one that had gone before it. Every single time you pound the stone, it might crack. You don't know what blow it is. So you have to continue to do it all the time. Okay? And these are the things that we need to talk about, guys. When you face the choice between doing the hard work or taking the easy route, are you going to pound the stone? You're going to really go after it. When it's time to lift tomorrow or Thursday and you're sore, are you going to go after it? Are you going to put the weight on that you should put on, or you say, I'm going 25 pounds lighter today. I'm sore. Or are you going to really pound at it? You're going to pound that stone. Okay? When you face a choice to tackle a challenge, are you going to tackle it or are you going to run from it? Guys, inevitably at some point this year, things aren't going to go our way. It's going to not be great. Something is going to not go in our favor. Are we going to run away from it, or are we going to look it in the eyes and say, here we come. Let's go. We're coming for you. Okay? Guys, this happens to all of us. This one's huge. When you face the choice to treat people poorly or well in a really tough situation, what are you going to choose? Right? Vicente and I are having a run-in. We're not seeing eye to eye on something. He wants to do things a certain way on the O-line, and I want him to do it a different way. Okay? Are we going to run from each other? Or are we going to look each other in the eye as men and say, here's how we're going to approach this? Dude, you got to listen. You'd be like, Coach, I got you. I'm doing it your way now. Okay? Or on the other end of it, hey, Vicente, I get it. You can't do what we're asking you to do. Too short. Okay? Try like this. Like, are we gonna look adversity in the eye and say, like, we have some issues on things we can't do really well, but we're gonna adapt to help him? Or am I just gonna be like a poor sport about it and be like, no, do it my way, Vicente, because my way is the only way? We're not gonna do that, guys. We're gonna treat you really well and get you going in the right spot. You guys, that's a small example from football. Think about that in the hallway every day. You walk by your buddy giving somebody a hard time. Are you going to say, hey, knock it off? This is not how you treat people, period. Or are you going to walk by and just turn a shoulder? Tough choice, isn't it, sometimes? Peer pressure, I get it, right? How are we going to do that, okay? Guys, this one, when you face the choice to keep showing up or quit, you're going to keep pounding the stone? Man, you're going to, because you're all, I talked to Will Holtz last night. I said, dude, this is going to be one of the hardest things you ever do in your entire life. And there will come a point in time where you miss mom and dad so much, and you're on the verge of tears, and you're going to want to call and come home. You all wait. You all think I'm kidding. Wait till you go to college, especially if you play college sports. Man, it's coming. And I said, dude, hang the phone up, put it up, go for a walk, call me, whatever you need to do, but you ain't quit. I'm telling you right now, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Okay? Enjoy the time you have with your friends. Okay? Unfortunately, guys, this is the truth. Talent's overrated. It's only going to take us so far, right? But at some point, the ability to come to work every single day and pound the stone until it finally cracks is one of the most valuable assets you guys can learn in your life. Okay? I guarantee that if you do that, if you come and pound the stone every single day, every single rep, you'll become great at whatever you choose to do. Okay? Whatever you choose to do. I saw Bo Ryan this weekend. Man, he's loving what he's doing. Cutting grass, going to be a diesel mechanic. Works hard at it. He's going to be super, super happy in his life and successful. Just because he's not going to go be a doctor or lawyer doesn't diminish the fact that he pounds a stone and works hard every day. Right? Whatever you choose. Whatever you choose. Okay, I'll watch this. I wasn't going to watch it. I don't know if I'll get sound. Any idea? And if we don't, we don't. It's not that big a deal. It's not that great.
There is a storied tradition that has come decade after decade after decade.
Think of Byron instead of
From the
Kansas State.
championships, to the bowl games, to the players that have worn these colors. There is a significant tradition to uphold. What happens if you consciously choose
here's the cool thing about that video for me. He never once talked about winning. He never once talked about how good they were gonna be in football. He talked about, people want to talk about how hard this football team was. Right? That video, like, I debated showing it because it wasn't really Byron or whatever else, thinking of how I could voice over and show like our highlights. I'm not that techie. Here's the deal though. Here's the points he hit on. One, when you don't want to do something, are you going to go do it? Right? Okay? He talked about he talked about building a house. Did you catch it in there? What are people going to say about our program this season? Every season's different. Right? Okay? It had all to do with hard work and doing things that you didn't want to do when you didn't want to do them. Never talked about we're going to win every game. This, that, and that. We're going to come out and work hard. And at the end of the day, people are going to say just that. This group of young men in this room right now will work incredibly hard for the things that they want. Okay? What those things are, completely different to everybody. Okay? I want you to work hard on a daily basis on being a better person. It's what I really want out of each and every one of you over the course of this football season. Okay? Just a couple questions, okay? And these don't need to be shared so much today interactively, and we'll do that over the course of the week. But just some things, like think back to a time when you didn't approach a situation like you were building your own house, writing your own story. Reflect on how this makes you feel today. Today, right now, at 7:45 a.m. on August 12th. How does it feel when there was a time where you didn't feel like you were building your own house? How does it make you feel? Okay? How does it make you feel today? Okay? 2, share a time, and we won't do this today because we have things to get through, and I took a little bit more time than I thought, but we'll talk about them over the course of the week. Share a time when you felt like you did pound the stone. Like, how did grit and perseverance make you feel when you finally split the stone? Think about that. Think about a time on a positive end where you did exactly what you wanted to do. You kept pounding through and through and through, and the stone cracked. How did it make you feel? It builds grit. It builds perseverance when you do those things. Okay? 2 incredibly important traits to have. Okay? And then this one, I talk with my wife about this one all the time. And I'll tell you what it means to me. It means discuss what the grass is greener where you water it. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? How can you apply it to your everyday interactions? For me, it means this. Not everybody's always got it better on the other side. We got it great where we stand if we're willing to put the work in to make the grass underneath our feet green. How does that happen? How does grass turn green, guys? Water, right? At some point it's going to turn green if you water it enough. Not like 18 inches in like 10 days or whatever, like not like we have here, but like you got to water grass in order for it to turn green, because if the sun beats on it and you don't water it, what does it turn? Brown. It's where you water it, where your feet stand at this present point. Be present in the moment. And water the grass super hard underneath your feet, and it will turn green if you're willing to put the work in. To pound the stone, to chop wood, carry water. I guarantee that will happen for you in your life if you're willing to water the grass right underneath your own feet. Okay? That's it. That's what I got for you today. So some things to think about, right? Coach Pollack, you